I myself have always done political, except Mind Over Matter, my second album, which was full of Watergate, which is what woke up guys like, really got the attention of guys like Stewart and Bill Maher. I always did political comedy that would get a laugh 20 years from now, because I knew these HBO specials that I did would be shown, so anything that's on the headline for a week and you forget about it is no good. You know, like Bill Clinton in this era of stupid, I mean, really dumb politicians. Bill Clinton, a Rhodes Scholar, from the waist up. From the waist down, he's a high school equivalency diploma, incomplete. Now, unfortunately, that could get a laugh. I won't be around to hear it, but it can get a laugh many years from now. You know what? There's a maudlin time. Election night, after I took my head out of the oven, I reconsidered and realized that it's a great country and a great life. There was an awful lot to make fun of during the campaign. I think that Colbert and Saturday Night Live, which isn't as sharp, but visual and optics and Baldwin and all that stuff, it's so important. And the woman on, what's her name?
Samantha Bee.
Up front, Samantha Bee. If they were doing what they're doing in Egypt or Turkey or Russia or China, they'd be either dead or in jail. So no matter what political persuasion you are, you got to be able to do this freely. And it's most important. And political cartoons and everything go back to our very history. Even George Washington took it from the newspapers. And Jefferson, forget it. You know, I mean, deservedly so. I mean, they denied for years that he had sired people with his slaves and all that. So it's terribly, terribly important. Right now, I'm sort of, you know, laying off. People are kind of nervous, you know. I mention it, you know. I didn't win the Tony. Why? Rigged. Rigged. You know, get a laugh on rigged.
Are you nervous?
A little bit, yes. I was a history of political science student. I'm a citizen. I know how the government works, which most people unfortunately don't, the triad of government. I know about international relations. You can't just push people around in this age. You gotta, you know, you gotta live with what is. And also, I do believe as a student of history that the world was in much worse shape in 1940 when the Nazis held all of Europe and the Japanese held most, if not all, of Asia. There were no atomic bombs yet, and that's something we forget about. You're only reminded of it now. We were in the, which is in the movie, by the way, the take cover drills, the civil defense.
Duck and cover.
You know, excuse me, you're old enough, you know, you're much younger than I, but if you are, man, tell me what you're doing. You know what I mean. I don't go that way, you know. I was once sitting behind Guy Lombardo, the band leader. He had 3 hairs, they were all black, and it was shoe polish, you know. I can't do it. But, you know, we have to have perspective. These terrorists are 10th century filthy ignoramuses who can do harm and don't care about killing people. But I remind we Americans, our frontier mentality, 35 people a day approximately die from gunshot in this country. Suicide, homicide, and accident. And that's a public health thing. If 2 people die from something, a toy where a kid gets stuck in a crib, we go crazy. But that, you know, you have the right to bear arms. A musket, okay? I'll give you a musket. That's what it's.
Couldn't agree more.